You heard that, you probably had that Trump has referred to the individuals convicted of crimes during the January 6th issue at the Capitol, the ones who are now serving some time, because some people got as many as 18 years. He's referring to them as hostages. And I'm curious as to whether you agree with him. Are they hostages or are they not hostages? 302-945-9292 or 800-518-9292. It is 7:59. So, question number one. Do you consider the people who were convicted of crimes associated with their actions on that day, are they hostages or are they convicted criminals?
No, they're not hostages.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, they're being held against their will like hostages.
Well, so is every criminal.
that is true.
Been caught.
That is true. Yeah, I think that may be a stretch. There's quite a few people who actually were convicted of crimes associated with that day and what they did on that day, and they received some pretty significant sentences. Some people got as much as 18 years. I think a total is 1,265 people have been charged, and every state in the union, all 50 states, have somebody who was charged with a crime on that day.
Even Hawaii?
In the Capitol. Yes.
Huh.
Yes. Convicted of a federal crime is not a hostage, and that is coming from Senator John Cornyn of Texas.
Good.
And the Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell said he stands by his comment shortly after the event, and at the time he denounced Trump and the criminals who were carrying Trump banners and hanging his flags and screaming their loyalty to him all around the Capitol. And to make things just a little more interesting, a gentleman from Salisbury was just arrested. He was arrested on the 9th of this week for his alleged actions at the Capitol on that day. Surveillance footage shows Carlos Ayala. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly. Ayala. Surveillance footage shows him moving towards the front of the crowd that was gathered outside the Senate wing door. And in the video footage, he had a distinctive flag. I think, I think he has a right to due process like anyone else. But let's get back to the original question, though.
Okay.
Are the people who've been convicted and are currently serving jail sentences, are they hostages, as Trump describes them? Are they patriots who are being persecuted?
No.
What do you think? 302-945-9292 or 800-518-9292. They have been tried and convicted. So that, I just have to go with the letter of the law here. I'm going to say no. I'm going to have to agree with you. I don't think they're hostages. I think Trump's a little out of line at this one, on this point. But I can understand him saying what he said. It makes
sense to him.
Yeah. Apparently, about 710 people have pled guilty to charges related to their participation in that event, and another 100.
I called her. Guys, the gentleman who's speaking.
Oh.
Look up Jake Lang is in jail right now without any due process.
Jake Lang is his name?
Jake Lang. There's several others that get thrown in solitary confinement all the time. There's not equal treatment for these guys at all. The FBI is kicking doors in on people that would just turn themselves in if they knew.
Hey, this is Steve and Laurel. How are you doing today?
Hey, Steve.
Hey, as a comparison, during the Summer of Love, when Antifa and Black Lives Matter took over the cities, they tended to, as we saw, lob Molotov cocktails, bricks, and all kinds of violent stuff at police there. I wonder how many of them are actually charged as seriously as somebody who was invited into the Capitol building on January 6th. When the Capitol Police opened the door, and speaking of Capitol Police, have you heard the name Ashley Babbitt?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, she got shot to death by a cop.
Yes. Okay, sorry.
And he didn't even have the opportunity to say, move over, I'm going to shoot you, stop. And she was blocked in to the point where she couldn't have moved, and there's several witnesses that will testify to that, according to articles in Newsmax. So go ahead and take a look at Newsmax and get a little bit more information before you whine about the people and what Donald Trump says. Like the other guy said, without due process, They are hostages. So thanks for taking my call.
Okay, thanks for
Sure.
calling. I appreciate it. Good morning. You're on WGMD. Good morning.
Yeah, openlink.com. It was on Tucker Carlson's last night. It's a documentary. And the young lady, shame on you. It's just shame on you. You need to watch that video. And it's a documentary.
Okay.
And it's taken from all different street cameras, body cams. It was all put together, and you can see for yourself. They show when Babbitt got shot. They show exactly what happened, and you can see with your own eye. But you're sitting there, and you're like, very smug.
No, I'm not. I'm just like
No, I feel
confirming
like
what
you
you're
are.
saying.
I feel like you. I feel like you know. You can see it. A lot of those people. They talk about the.
Well, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. And I did find it. It's a true timeline, it's called. It says that thousands of crowdsourced video files and hundreds of hours of CCTV footage and dozens of police officer body cams. So somebody put all of this together. And the question is, do you know the whole story of January 6th? Find out what really happened. And they suggest you watch this video. So I'm going to take a look at that as soon as I get a chance, because now I'm curious. Now I'm curious about that. It is